2026 Minnesota DMV Tank Endorsement Test 220 questions and complete answers. Question 1. Mirror adjustment can only be checked properly if Option A. The trailer is straight. Option B. There is no trailer. Option C. The vehicle is on a slight incline. The correct answer is Option A. The trailer is straight. Explanation. On a vehicle with one or more trailers, mirror adjustment can only be checked accurately if the trailers are straight. Mirror adjustment should be checked before the start of every trip. Question 2. When driving at highway speeds, you should watch the road about blank ahead of your vehicle. Option A. 1 block. Option B. 100 yards. Option C. A quarter mile. The correct answer is Option C. A quarter mile. Explanation. Stay aware of upcoming obstacles and hazards by consistently watching the road at least 12 to 15 seconds ahead of your vehicle. When traveling at highway speeds, this is equivalent to about a quarter of a mile. Question 3. How must a shipper notify driver of the risks associated with their cargo? Option A. By speaking with the driver by putting hazard warning labels on packages. Option B. By writing a note on a blank piece of paper by placing orange dots on packages. The correct answer is Option A. By speaking with the driver by putting hazard warning labels on packages. Explanation. Shippers of hazardous cargo must alert drivers and others to relevant hazards through proper shipping papers, hazard warning labels on packages, emergency response information, and placards. Question 4. Roads are especially slippery when it first begins to rain because Option A. Water is always very slippery. Option B. The fresh rain mixes with oil on the roadway. Option C. The water has nowhere to go. The correct answer is Option B. The fresh rain mixes with oil on the roadway. Explanation. Roads are particularly slippery when it first begins to rain. The water mixes with oil drippings on the road that have not yet washed away, creating a slippery and dangerous mixture. Question 5. In addition to reading the manual, the best way to learn about transporting hazardous materials is to Option A. Talk to other hazmat drivers. Option B. Attend hazardous materials training courses. Option C. Follow your instincts. The correct answer is Option B. Attend hazardous materials training courses. Explanation. While the manual includes all of the information required to pass the hazardous materials knowledge test, you should consider reading the manual as only the first step to learning about the topic. You can learn more by reading and understanding the federal and state rules about the transportation of hazardous materials, as well as by attending hazardous materials training courses. Question 6. Who must label hazardous materials? Option A. The mechanic. Option B. The shipper. Option C. The driver. The correct answer is Option B. The shipper. Explanation. The shipper of hazardous materials is responsible for packaging, marking, and labeling the materials properly. It is a good idea for the driver to ensure the materials are properly labeled. Question 7. Unbaffled tanks are also referred to as blank tanks. Option A. Smoothbore. Option B. Continuous. Option C. Dynamic. Option D. Standard. The correct answer is Option A. Smoothbore. Explanation. Unbaffled tanks are also often referred to as smoothbore tanks. Question 8. Placards showing the type of hazardous materials in a vehicle are usually shaped like what? Option A. An octagon. Option B. A circle. Option C. A diamond. The correct answer is Option C. A diamond. Explanation. Hazardous materials warning placards are diamond-shaped. Question 9. Rust around wheel nuts may mean Option A. The nuts are too tight. Option B. The nuts are loose. Option C. The nuts are loose. The correct answers are Options B and C. Option B. The nuts are loose. Option C. The nuts are loose. Explanation. Rust around wheel nuts can indicate that the nuts are loose. If you find rust near the wheel nuts, check their tightness before beginning to drive. Question 10. Unless the package is clearly unsafe, a driver needs blank to accept a package. Option A. The shipper's certification. Option B. A notarized statement. Option C. a verbal agreement. The correct answer is option A, the shipper's certification. Explanation: when a shipper packages hazardous materials, they certify that the package has been prepared according to Hazardous Materials Regulations (HMR). Unless a package is clearly unsafe or non-complying with HMR, you may accept the shipper's certification concerning the proper packaging of a material. Question 11. Mirrors should be: option A, checked only when changing lanes. Option B, checked frequently. Option C, checked only if there is a reason to suspect a problem. The correct answer is option B, checked frequently. Explanation: when driving, you should regularly check your mirrors, both to be aware of traffic and to check for problems on your own vehicle. Question 12. What does a hazardous materials shipping paper describe? Option A, the materials being transported. Option B, how the materials will be transported. Option C, who should accept the materials being transported. Option D, the cost of the materials. The correct answer is option A, the materials being transported. Explanation: a shipping paper describes the hazardous materials being transported. Shipping orders, bills of lading, and manifests are all shipping papers. Question 13. When a combination vehicle goes around a corner. Option A, the vehicle must use at least 2 lanes. Option B, the front and rear wheels will move in different paths. Option C, it is best to allow the rear wheels to drive over the curb. The correct answer is option B. The front and rear wheels will move in different paths. Explanation: when a vehicle goes around a corner, the rear wheels follow a different path than the front wheels. This is called off-tracking. This effect is especially pronounced on vehicles with trailers. Question 14. Which of the following is not required emergency equipment? Option A, 3 red reflective triangles. Option B, a fire extinguisher. Option C, a loud horn. The correct answer is option C, a loud horn. Explanation: all commercial motor vehicles are required to be equipped with the proper emergency equipment. This may include spare electrical fuses, 3 red reflective triangles, 6 fuses, or 3 liquid burning flares, and at least 1 properly charged and rated fire extinguisher. Question 15. What does an anti-lock braking system ABS do? Option A, allow the rear wheels to lock up. Option B, allow all wheels to lock up. Option C, help prevent wheel lockup. Option D, alert other motorists when you are braking. The correct answer is option C, help prevent wheel lockup. Explanation: the purpose of an anti-lock braking system ABS is to prevent a vehicle's wheels from locking up when the driver brakes hard on a slippery surface. Question 16. When it is difficult to see, such as at dawn or dusk, what is the best way to make your vehicle more visible? Option A, use your high beam lights. Option B, use your low beam lights. Option C, use only your clearance lights. Option D, do not use any lights. The correct answer is option B, use your low beam lights. Explanation: in conditions of poor visibility such as at dawn, at dusk, in rain, or in snow, you should turn on your low beam headlights to make your vehicle easier to see. Do not use your high beams when driving near other vehicles. Question 17. An air supply control in its emergency position will: Option A, turn on the air supply. Option B, apply the trailer emergency brakes. Option C, prevent a skid. Option D, accelerate the vehicle. The correct answer is option B, apply the trailer emergency brakes. Explanation: tractor protection controls in older vehicles may be operated by levers instead of knobs. If an air supply control is set in its emergency position, the air supply will be stopped and the trailer emergency brakes will be applied. Question 18. To use the controlled braking method while transporting liquid cargo, you should apply the brakes. Option A, gently to keep the wheels rolling. Option B, as hard as it takes to lock up the wheels. Option C, as hard as possible without locking the wheels. The correct answer is option C, as hard as possible without locking the wheels. Explanation: the controlled braking method for emergency stops involves applying the brakes as hard as you can without locking the wheels. Keep steering wheel movements small when braking in this way. Question 19. Which of the following is acceptable if found during a pre-trip inspection? Option A. Tires in mismatched sizes. Option B. Tread depth of 30 of an inch in the grooves of the front tires. Option C. Tires manufactured by different makers. Option D. Cracks in the tires. The correct answer is option C. Tires manufactured by different makers. Explanation. When inspecting your tires, verify that there is tread depth of at least 4/32 of an inch in every major groove on the front tires and tread depth of at least 2/32 of an inch in grooves on the other tires. Be sure that your tires are not too worn, are not cracked, have proper air pressure, and are all equally sized. Question 20. You should always be able to stop within. Option A. 10 feet of your vehicle. Option B. 100 feet of your vehicle. Option C. Your view of the road ahead. The correct answer is option C. Your view of the road ahead. Explanation. It is essential that your vehicle will be able to stop within the area of the road that you are able to see. This means that you must slow down whenever conditions reduce visibility.